Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of mdsxclusyvpistons. So many of you all have already seen the stories that I had posted on my Instagram, and many of you all have a lot of questions if I have acquired the W123, if I have bought the car, and if it's a project car, what is happening to it. And a lot of people have been asking me a lot of things, and yeah, it's a special car, it's a special project that has come up now, and the answer to all your questions are, you can have a look. Hi guys, welcome to the early 80s. So this is the tank, the official Mercedes tank. When back in the days when Mercedes was building tanks in the name of cars, that's a bulletproof engine. This is a tank that I'm sitting in from the early 80s. This car is exactly 40 years old now. It's built in the 1983, registered here in India in 1983 for first month of the 1983, that was January. So officially it's about 40 years old. Now it's been 40 years that the car has been driving around in India with different owners. On papers, now we're going to be the fifth owner, and pretty much the earlier owner that we've bought the car from has done a neat job, we can say. There's no rusting around anywhere. The complete body line is perfect. The body line is totally fine. Now these cars, guys, you need to understand, when it comes to a car that is about 40 years old, there is not going to be a car that is 100% perfect or 100% up to the mark. When a car is that old, there'll be things that you have to do. So there are a lot of things that we've already figured out, and we're planning to do on this car. This car is going for a proper restoration. This car is working, is a complete drivable car. You guys have seen that on the stories before we've been talking here, and I was driving it last night. We can drive it right now, but the thing is, we don't want to take it out in the public. We don't want people to see the car the way it is right now, because there are things that have been already ordered. There are plans that have been already made for this car. The paint is going to change, a lot of restoration work going in. We are ordering a lot of OEM parts for this car, and trust me, in detail, this car is going to be spick and span brand new once we've done with our project. The project behind this, once that is complete, it's going to be spick and span brand new. It's going to be very reliable. We're trying to make it so reliable that middle of the night, give it a start, go wherever, however far we want to, and it wouldn't break down or it wouldn't give any troubles. So that is how we're going forward with the build for this one. And come, let's check out the car in detail outside. I'll explain you how you should acquire one when you're buying one, because what are the things that you have to check properly is all you need to know when you're buying a vintage or a classic car. Because the very old car, and it comes to maintenance, it's very difficult. So when you're buying a car, just aim for a very clean one. So lesser job to do, lesser work that goes in, and much very lesser of headache. So come, let's check out. I'll show you in detail of what all has to be in detail checked when you buy a vintage classic. So guys, what you have to actually look into when you're buying a vintage classic or a very old car, which is about 40 or more, or even lesser, like anything beyond 20 years, 15 years old becomes an old car. So when you're buying old cars, what you have to look into in detail is, now, so the person that we've bought the car from has done the complete anti-rusting and everything that had to be fixed on the chassis, on the body line, panel, everything. So that work is minus for us to do, but that is something that you really have to look into if the body has rusting anywhere. So what we've checked is there's no rusting around the engine bay anywhere. Okay, all the engine mounts, the chassis, everything is completely rust free. There's no rust whatsoever or any damage or corrosion. So this is the engine bay. Look at it, very clean. So we've paid the hefty price, the hefty amount. The only reason was because all these technical things which come into the picture have been already solved, and we need to do some more according to us that we need. So that is one big thing that you have to look into. So you go check around the hinges. That is how you know if the car has been properly managed, not managed. So the hinges are something that get rusted very quickly if the car has not been operated or not been in the use, or if it's not been taken care of. So all these things that you see around here are completely spick and span, so nothing to do for the rusting or that kind of work. So we close this. This is so heavy. You hear this, guys? This is solid. Then that is the reason they called this a bulletproof engine. And honestly, this is from the 1980s, early 80s. This engine is still running. It's a diesel Mercedes engine 240D that came in the early 80s, and this is the 83 manufactured car. So it's still running, spick and span. It's just about how you maintain it, how you treat your car. You keep it like a baby, it'll grow like your baby. So it's just as simple as that. You hear that closing also. Everything is so perfect on this car. In the body line, the body structure, you come around here, that is how again you check your car. You check all these door hinges. If all these door hinges are perfect, if there's any rusting, corrosion. Now this is a very, around here you find a lot of corrosion inside the door. Here these door hinges get corroded. There's a lot of rusting usually on the older cars. So everything on this one specific has been done up. So we're going to change the paint. We're doing a lot of things. We've called for the OEM chrome garnishing. We're changing the color. We're changing the wheels, changing the interior, and much more on the OEM fitting as well. That doesn't feel as if the car is perfect. Like the gear knob and the steering mounts, the engine mounts, there's still a bit of rattling, some noise here and there, squeakiness. All of that will go away very soon. Now this car is going for a build immediately. We're not waiting on it anywhere. We're sending it straight to restoration of how we want it to be. Turn the bass up. So the answer to the question that did we acquire the W123 is no. We haven't acquired it. I've acquired this position for a very close person to me, a very dear person to me. He's been looking for a W123 for the longest time. Like as far as I know, he was wanting a W123 for the last 1 year is what I know in person. Then when we met, we spoke about this at least about 5 months back from now, that I had a meeting with him. We had some work, we met, and then we car boys, as being car boys, started talking about cars. And he was like, "Arey, just please find me a W123 yaar." And then I was like, "Arey, mere paas abhi hai readily." And then I show him pictures. He's like, "No man, I don't want a left-hand drive." It was a left-hand drive. Then he was like, "Nahi, left-hand drive nahi chahiye. I want a right-hand drive. The right-hand drive holds more value. So please find me a right-hand drive." I was like, "Fine, give me just some time. I'll figure out a proper deal for you, a proper car, not a barn find, not something dead. We'll go find something which was loved before, and then we'll love it even more." So it took me about 5 months, and yesterday I wake up in the morning. Shout out to Aditya Raj. So I wake up, I see my chat. Aditya sent me this beauty with all the details, and yeah, it's been only 24 hours to that message, and the car's already been acquired and standing with me right here in Navi Mumbai, not to go anywhere else now. So this is how we've acquired the car. That it was that simple. It's for someone very special, and I'm very happy that I've fetched him this finally, and this is right here. I'll keep you guys posted with this project. we'll soon shoot this again before it goes and give you a complete rundown of what all things have been planned finally for this car. So not being selfish, wanting to really own this car, and I wanted the car, but not being selfish, we can't hold on to everything, so I let it go, and it is in safe hands, it is in brilliant hands, better than me, I could say. And he's someone who's going to spend way better than what I would have done to this car, because honestly I just want a 123 or a 124 just for its chassis and its body, so that we can engine swap it, and that's about it. And he's someone who's wanting to hold on to the classic heritage of the car, so that's the reason we've handed over this position. So the other night, all the boys, like the major team boys for me, are now Aditya and Latesh, Surya, Rishabh. Like, these boys supported me to... Just having some fun, sorry. So getting back to the point, so the other night all these boys had come up, we had a final meeting, we had our final discussion. All the boys are reaching here, we are standing at Akshar, Aditya is coming, Chanmeet is coming, all the boys from Bombay are coming, Roshan is coming for today's drive. It's a very local short spin that we are doing and planning something for a very big trip. So let them boys reach and then we'll talk more.
Welcome back to my channel.
सबकी चैनल हो गया ये.
Turn the bass up.
First you're heading to Pune,
Yeah.
then Mahabaleshwar,
Okay.
Panchgani and back to Bombay.
Okay, so that is the drive that we have currently planned. That's an interstate intercity drive. We'll go far later because our boys are very busy. Other than the boys standing here on time always, all the other boys are very busy. See you soon. Wait, Rishabh is coming.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
And all these boys, thanks to all these boys who've been supporting me since day one, Latesh, Aditya, Rishabh, Surya, and all of these people. I'm missing out few names, sorry. And the thing is, we were going for modball, as I told you before, but that is not happening now. We're not going for modball because a lot of my friends, they wanted to join along for the modball run, but the criteria for the modball were too strict and not a lot of people could come with us. So me and Rishabh were in for the modball run in Rishabh's R8, but our friends weren't allowed on that drive, and they also wanted to have a drive. So me and Aditya one random day just met and we were like, why not, let's ourselves do it, man. Like, we can do it ourselves, we just have to figure it out. And today here we are, everything is final, everything is set, the boys are going, the money is in, we've booked everything legit. When I say everything is set, is all set to go. We're waiting for the dates to come. So here is the official poster for you guys to have a look at. So this is my drive, this is what we are doing. I'll put up the poster in the video. It's called the XOTIC Drive 1.0. So this is what my drives would be always called as, the exotic drives. So the 2.0 edition is going to be sicker. We already have plans for the 2.0 and we've named it the Exclusive Octane Tour. So this is happening, guys, on the 3rd of Feb. We're leaving from Bombay and we headed to Bombay, Pune and Mahabaleshwar and back. That is the route we've decided for the drive. So currently about 8 to 9 supercars already confirmed, a few other cars as well, and all our special boys who've always been with us are going on this drive. this is just the beginning. Again, we're going forward with things on very different level. When I meant it, I meant it. So this is what is happening, boys. This is what we've planned. This is final and this is happening. So very soon we all will be headed off for the drive, XOTIC drive 1.0 as what we've called it. And so this was the update I had to give you guys about of what me and the boys have been planning for the drive. This is it. See you on the other side very soon, and hope everything is gonna go super fine. We have an electric car joining us that we had shot recently, you all know, BMW iX. We're taking that also on the drive, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun. We're going to Pune, staying at Pune for a day, and then we're heading off to Mahabaleshwar for 2 nights. We're gonna party in Pune. The boys are gonna have fun, chill. It's gonna be a very chill drive. The 1.0 is gonna be the chill edition. The 2.0 is gonna be even sicker, bigger, as we've always done it. And now I guess, guys, you should trust my words and mark my words always, that whatever I say, I do it. So yeah, as I've always said it, that if things go good, we always come up bigger and better. So inshallah 2.0 is going to be even sicker. Stay tuned. Peace out.